unimaginable. Can you imagine a world without chocolate? No candy bars, no truffles, no brownies. It's a sad thought, isn't it? Chocolate in all its forms brings joy to millions. But have you ever stopped to think about the journey it takes to get from the bean to your bar? It's a fascinating tale spanning centuries and continents. Buckle up, folks, and get ready to explore the sweet, sweet world of chocolate. We'll delve into the ancient jungles of Mesoamerica. We'll uncover the secrets of the cacao bean. We'll trace its path across the ocean to Europe. And we'll even get a little scientific and explore the intricacies of chocolate making. So grab your favorite chocolate bar if you can resist eating it, and let's begin this delicious adventure. Our story begins thousands of years ago in the rainforests of Central America. Long before chocolate bars were a thing, ancient civilizations like the Olmecs were already cultivating cacao trees. These early chocolate pioneers considered cacao a sacred gift. They believed it held divine power. The Maya, who came after the Olmecs, also revered cacao. They used it in religious ceremonies and even as a form of currency. Imagine buying your groceries with cacao beans. The Aztecs, too, were captivated by cacao. They associated it with Xochiquetzal, the goddess of fertility. They even believed that wisdom and power came from eating the fruit of the cacao tree. But for these civilizations, chocolate wasn't a sweet treat. They consumed it as a bitter drink called xocolatl. They often spiced it with chili peppers, honey, or cornmeal. It was a far cry from the creamy, sweet chocolate we know and love today. Fast forward to the 16th century. European explorers arrived in the Americas. Among them was Hernán Cortés, a Spanish conquistador. He quickly realized the value the Aztecs placed on cacao. He saw an opportunity to bring this exotic treasure back to Europe. Initially, the bitter taste of xocolatl didn't win over the Europeans, but they soon discovered that by adding sugar and other spices they could create a more palatable drink. Chocolate quickly gained popularity in the Spanish court. It became a symbol of luxury and indulgence. From Spain, chocolate spread like wildfire throughout Europe. Chocolate houses, similar to coffee houses, popped up in major cities. Chocolate became a fashionable drink enjoyed by the aristocracy and commoners alike. For centuries, chocolate was enjoyed solely as a beverage. However, the 19th century ushered in a chocolate revolution. Innovations in chocolate making paved the way for the solid chocolate we know today. In 1828, Dutch chemist Coenraad Johannes van Houten patented a revolutionary method for separating cocoa butter from cocoa solids. This process, known as Dutch processing, resulted in a smoother, less bitter chocolate. This invention paved the way for the mass production of chocolate bars. Another key player in this chocolate revolution was Joseph Fry. In 1847, he discovered a way to combine cocoa powder, sugar, and cocoa butter to create a paste. This paste could then be molded into solid chocolate. Thus, the first chocolate bar was born. These groundbreaking innovations, along with the invention of the conching machine, which further refined chocolate's texture, transformed chocolate from a luxury drink to an affordable and widely available treat. Section 5. Cacao, a tropical treasure. Now that we've explored the history of chocolate, let's dive deeper into its source, the cacao bean. Cacao trees, native to the Amazon basin, thrive in warm, humid climates near the equator. These trees are a sight to behold. They produce large, colorful pods that grow directly from their trunks and branches. These pods, which come in shades of red, yellow, and orange, contain the treasure we seek, cacao beans. Inside each pod are rows of cacao beans, nestled in a sweet white pulp. These beans are the heart of chocolate making. They contain the unique flavor compounds that will eventually transform into the chocolate we know and love. Section 6. The magic of fermentation. Once the cacao pods are ripe, they are harvested, usually by hand. The pods are then carefully cracked open to reveal the precious beans and their surrounding pulp. This pulp is essential to the flavor development of the chocolate. The beans and pulp are scooped out and placed in heaps or baskets. This is where the magic of fermentation begins. Naturally occurring yeasts and bacteria in the air react with the sugars in the pulp. This process generates heat and creates a variety of flavor compounds within the beans. Fermentation can last anywhere from a few days to a week, depending on the desired flavor profile. During this time, the beans undergo a remarkable transformation. Their bitter, astringent flavor mellows. Complex notes of fruit, nuts, and even spices begin to develop. Section 7. Roasting, unlocking the flavor. After fermentation, the beans are dried, usually under the sun. Drying halts the fermentation process and reduces the moisture content of the beans, preparing them for the next crucial step, roasting. Roasting is where the true flavor of the chocolate begins to emerge. The beans are roasted at carefully controlled temperatures, typically between 250 and 350 degrees Fahrenheit. The roasting process develops the characteristic chocolate flavor and aroma. It also further reduces moisture and develops the color of the beans. The duration and temperature of roasting vary depending on the type of bean and the desired flavor profile. A lighter roast might result in a more fruity and acidic chocolate. A darker roast will produce a more intense, slightly bitter chocolate flavor. Section 8. Cracking and winnowing, separating the treasure. Once the beans are roasted to perfection, they need to be cracked open to remove the outer shell and reveal the nibs inside. This process is called cracking, and it can be done by hand or machine. After cracking, the nibs are separated from the shell fragments through a process called winnowing. This typically involves using air currents to blow the lighter shells away from the denser nibs. The nibs are what we're after. The pure concentrated essence of chocolate. Section 9. From nibs to chocolate liquor. Now that we have our cacao nibs, we're ready to make chocolate. The nibs are ground down into a thick, dark paste called chocolate liquor. This liquor doesn't contain any alcohol. It's the pure, unsweetened essence of the cacao bean. The grinding process generates heat, which melts the cocoa butter present in the nibs. This results in a smooth, liquidy paste. Chocolate liquor is incredibly versatile. It's the base for all types of chocolate, from dark and bittersweet to milk and white. Section 10. The art of tempering. Before we can turn our chocolate liquor into delicious bars and treats, we need to temper it. Tempering is a crucial step in chocolate making that involves carefully controlling the temperature of the chocolate. Why is tempering so important? It ensures that the chocolate sets with a smooth, glossy finish and a satisfying snap. It also prevents the chocolate from developing an undesirable grayish bloom over time. Tempering involves heating and cooling the chocolate to specific temperatures. This process encourages the cocoa butter to crystallize in a stable form. Section 11. Shaping the sweet symphony. Once the chocolate is tempered, it's ready to be molded into its final form. This is where the creativity of chocolate makers truly shines. Chocolate can be poured into molds to create an endless variety of shapes and sizes. From simple bars to intricate truffles and bonbons, the possibilities are limitless. Once the chocolate is molded, it's cooled to solidify. This cooling process allows the chocolate to harden and retain its shape. Section 12. From factory to you, after the chocolate has cooled and solidified, it's ready to be packaged and shipped. Chocolate is a delicate product and it needs to be protected from heat, moisture, and light to maintain its quality. Chocolate makers use various packaging materials and techniques to ensure that their products arrive at their destination in pristine condition. Once packaged, the chocolate is shipped to distribution centers and retailers all over the world, ready to be enjoyed by chocolate lovers everywhere. Section 13. A world of chocolate delights. The world of chocolate is vast and diverse, from the darkest, most intense bittersweet chocolate to the sweetest, creamiest white chocolate. There's a chocolate out there for every palate. Dark chocolate, with its high percentage of cacao solids, offers a rich, complex flavor that is both bitter and sweet. Milk chocolate, with the addition of milk powder, is milder and creamier, with a wider appeal. White chocolate, made only with cocoa butter, sugar, and milk solids, is the sweetest of them all, with a buttery, vanilla-like flavor. Beyond these basic types, there are countless variations. Chocolate is often flavored with nuts, fruits, spices, and even chili peppers. The world of chocolate is a playground for creativity and innovation. Section 14. A sweet collaboration of nature and know-how. So there you have it. The incredible journey of chocolate from bean to bar. It's a testament to the ingenuity of humans and the bounty of nature. From the ancient civilizations who first cultivated cacao to the modern-day chocolatiers who craft exquisite treats, chocolate has captivated our hearts and taste buds for centuries. The next time you savor a piece of chocolate, take a moment to appreciate the long and fascinating journey it took to get to you. It's a story of history, science, and artistry, a sweet collaboration between nature and human ingenuity.